The smartest people in the room usually stay broke because they confuse overthinking with strategy. And by the time they make a move, someone bolder already cashed a check. Some of the most intelligent people I know are still stuck, not because they lack talent, but because they overanalyze every step until the opportunity disappears. They write 5-year plans, study 10 business models, take 3 more courses, and still don't launch. Why? Because they confuse mental gymnastics with strategy. They want everything to make perfect sense before they move. But success does not work like that. The real money doesn't go to the smartest, it goes to the fastest. The ones willing to fail forward, to learn by doing, to make messy decisions and fix it later. Meanwhile, the overthinkers stay in the same loop, waiting, planning, doubting. And in business, that's not intelligence, that's fear. At some point, you have to stop being the smartest in the room and start being the one who actually executes.
I think she was talking to you. I don't know who need to hear that, but that was for you. Good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How you doing? JQ, how are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I haven't seen y'all since probably April, I think the last, let me look at the list. Shoot, April the 10th was the last time I was up in here. And to be honest with y'all, I don't even think I posted that content from that day. But yeah, welcome me back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I've been taking a mental little break for a minute. There comes times on social media where I feel uninspired. I feel like nobody's listening at me. Now, I feel like I was posting and I'm the only one viewing my shit. So it uninspired me for a minute, y'all. Like, be like, you know, I'll make a video when I make a video. So within the since April, I have been doing a lot of soul searching and finding myself, really working on me. And within me working on me, I discovered that I shouldn't feel, I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Let me say that. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I should give myself grace. I should give myself grace. And continue to do the work, because it's not for me. It's for someone else. It may find someone else. I've been doing a lot of healing and soul searching and research, and I came across this guy named Napoleon Hill a few days ago. And Napoleon, I don't know if he's alive or, I don't know. But his teachings, and one of his teachings he gave an example of him doing what he's doing for 20 years, and then he felt like, he's a salesman. And he felt like, at the time, he felt like he had wasted 20 years of his time being a salesman. And he looked around the classroom and said, this is a testimony to that I was doing the right thing the whole time, and I'm not wasting my time. There's thousands of people in my class today, and they want to know what I learned over that 20-year course. And so he helped me realize, just by me listening in the future, this conversation was back in the 80s. So just by me listening at this in the future, it wasn't for him. It was for me. It was for him in a sense, but it helps me. It's helping me, and I'm pretty sure it's helping a lot of other people who are out there searching for answers It's helping them. So within that being said, I have to keep going. I have to keep going because it's going to help somebody out there. And at the same time, it's an outlet for me, an outlet where I could just let it out. It's so much that I be having to say or wanting to say. But I don't have a place to really say it. And I thank you, YouTube, for even having YouTube exist where we are able to sit down and create spaces where we feel safe to be vocal about how we feel on certain things in the world. Not just be vocal, but to educate and to learn and be creative. And I'm so glad that I thank God. I thank God for allowing me to be here and to have another chance at it. I thank God for my opportunities and chances with me being creative in life, because I get to come back and I get to do it again and try it again and try it again and try it again. So here I am, y'all, back, and we back at it. Season 2 is almost over. I mean, season one is almost over. So, yeah. So with that being said, we're going to go and get the show started and get back on track. Well, I ain't been up in here. Lot been going on the last few months. Diddy won against all y'all lying motherfuckers out there. Shout out to P. Diddy. Y'all know this was a big thing on my show. If you don't know, go back and watch the previous episodes. Diddy, I was rooting for you. And the black community was rooting for your downfall. They sure was. They was praying on it. They wanted you to get locked up for that RICO. They wanted you to spend forever in prison for something that you really did not do. They wanted that for you. I was on Diddy's side. I prayed for Diddy because I saw the hate. All over him snatching Miss Ventura back at the elevator and kicking her in the butt and grabbing her hair. All over that. So shout out to you, Diddy. We're not going to go into depth because y'all already know what's up. But shout out to Diddy. He's still waiting sentences for the transportation of prostitutions. Which, to me, you know how many of y'all been out here transported, making him pay, and then sending you home. And what I don't like is that they still trying to hold him. But that's for another day, another topic. But shout out to Diddy for being free. What else been going on? Y'all tried to come for Tyler Perry. Y'all actually did, but y'all ain't. You know what I'm saying? They even trying to come for Tyler with the sex allegations of the white boy. Black people, have y'all noticed y'all don't put these white people on? They don't even want niggas in prison no more. They want y'all. They ain't even doing criminal. They doing silver suits like the black folk. They said, wait a minute, black men got money? Black men got money? Silver suit. Shannon Sharp was on the chop block as well since I've been gone. They got him. She got him. Now, we don't know how much she got him for. But Lil White Snow Bunny. And I'm like, dang, Shannon. Y'all already know what's going on out here. They out to get y'all money. And then I got real crafty with it. Real crafty how to get y'all money off of none of y'all. She wanted $50 million. We know she got something because she just went away. She deleted her OnlyFans and disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tried to tear Shannon up too for sleeping with an adult. Well, a young adult. I get why though. I get why because I understand. She was 19 when they met and 21 when she filed a lawsuit. So y'all looking at the whole 19. She was a teenager. What makes this 50-some-year-old man want to mess with a teenager? But what if the young adult want to mess with another adult. I was one of them young people. I love messing with older people. They weren't gonna tell me no. I never liked people around my age. They were too young. They weren't finna teach me nothing, and they weren't finna give me nothing. So I didn't want them. I went straight after older people, 30 and above. Sure did. 18, I was taking off. I had took off. I didn't want no more children. Y'all weren't finna do nothing for me. But waste my time. I'm trying to learn how to get to the bag, and y'all ain't got no bag to get to. Shit, I'm finna go over here. But bag it. And now I be looking back on them. I good thing I'm not famous or nothing like that. I'm not no, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all probably be trying to tear me up for wanting to deal with somebody older. And I hate it for the older person because y'all would look at them like, why would you mess with somebody young? Because I wanted to mess with him. I wanted to mess with them. You can't take my choice away. Shoot, I'm grown. I don't care if I was 18 or 19. I wanted to go and talk to that 51 or 61-year-old. And I was talking to older people. Like, they were older, like Shannon Sharp. That's what I liked. And to this day, still do. I don't want nobody young. You can't do nothing for me. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no business sense. You got nothing. You don't want it. Nah. But yeah, Shannon Sharp. Y'all done got Shannon together. Who else? I think that's kind of it since we've been gone. There's a lot more. Y'all know Trump and his tariffs, and that's really what's going on in our country. We paying attention to the president and a lot of things that he's passing and taking away. Yeah, they done cut food stamps. They cutting Medicaid. They cutting a lot of government jobs. They doing a lot out here. So we gonna be catching up on a lot of that. Now I'm not gonna promise y'all I'm being here every day, but I'm gonna be in here regularly. Okay? All right. We're gonna start this show off right.
I don't mean to say this like to be disrespectful, and maybe this is, some people are going to think this sounds dumb, but I feel like there's a deeper reason why, people of color and specifically the Black community have been relentlessly persecuted. Like, I mean, just the things that happened during slavery alone, like, were insane. But I don't know, the more I learn about Black history and the ways that, people who literally worked in the government, like the CIA, all these different people in power were trying to ruin the Black community. And it makes me think, dude, I feel like, is there something more going on here than just racism? Because it's like, come on, you're telling me you're doing all of this stuff just because you don't like someone's skin color? I feel like, I have this theory that, like, what if Black people have some type of superpower? Like, what if they have, I don't know, if they're just born with something very valuable that we don't really know about, but maybe, like I said, these rich people and these people in power, maybe they figured it out a long time ago, and maybe that's why they were like, oh, we have to, like, get rid of them, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I feel like maybe they have something special that we are not taught about that is linked to them being people of color, And I've seen some Black creators come on here and try to explain how special it is to have melanin in your skin and how it has all these different properties. But I don't know. I just feel like I have a theory that this goes so much deeper than maybe a lot of us realize, because I'm sorry, but I don't think you're going to go out of your way for all these hundreds and hundreds of years to try to ruin one group of people over something as silly as, oh, their skin is a different color. Like, I feel like there's something that we don't know. I'm telling you, there's something special about them that they don't want us to know. Okay, this is just something that I've been thinking about recently.
I agree. She on to it, but she a little off, but she on to it. A lot of us don't even know what it is, if I'm keeping it real. We know it's something just like her, but we also don't know what it is. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what I think it is. I think Africa was a civilization that was advanced. And whenever the planets were changing around and disconnecting, and the white people ended up in Antarctica and their skin got lighter, and you know what I'm saying? When they started traveling back down and they traveled back down to Africa and started peaking, they saw Egypt, they saw gold, they saw Egyptian slaves building pyramids and civilizations, and they wanted them a piece of that. They didn't have that. They were living up there in the cold with fishes and snow, and yeah, they was up there in Antarctica. So when they saw that, they wanted a piece of it. And in white fashion, Cap probably came right on down. And in black fashion, we friendly. We looking at them, we trying to, you know what I'm saying? Or in black fashion, we probably thought, you know what I'm saying? Because black people have albino children. Black people have all colors. All colors. So maybe they thought they was, they was trying to be a part or whatever. In true white fashion, like white people do, white people steal stuff. They steal and they rebrand it. They take claim to whatever was already there, and they rebrand it, rename it, and then they sell it to the world as facts. So they stole the idea of civilization from African people, rebranded it. They stole the idea of kings and queens. The idea, because Africans didn't call them kings and queens. White people did. They stole that, rebranded. They stole the idea of castles and stuff from the pyramids, the big monuments. They wanted statues of themselves. They wanted sculptures of themselves. They wanted statues. They wanted big castles, big homes, just like the Egyptians. So they went, renamed it, rebranded. They also saw African people praising the sun and the moon. So they went and created their own religion based off the sun, the moon, and the son of God. So I think that's the value that we don't see, y'all. It's right here in front of our face. It's right here in front of our face. We are the beginning of everything. And they wanted a piece of it. And now they saying, no, we're the beginning of it. Yep, they went and created Rome, and then all this other stuff followed. It all followed after that. After they done went and peeked over there, Africans saw what the Africans over here doing. They took that. They sure did. The Egyptians created, I may be saying all this wrong, y'all, but stick with me. The soot that goes that creates the spark, and they created that. The Chinese created the firecracker out of that. The white man took both of those concepts and created a steel metal gun to put all that into and shoot it. So I think the power is that, we discovered what we can do with fire, which was the first representation of power. Because to me, y'all, I don't know what snapped us out. But I think fire and what we can do with fire is what really woke us up to this whole thing of where we are now with technology and energy and everything. Fire started it all. And fire is still around to this day, just in different types of form. The white people saw this. Sure did. They from the cold. The white people saw us sparking shit up and making fire. The Egyptians are making fire. The Africans making fire. Oh, wow. Ooh. That was the magic. And they thought that was magic. Us making fire. And then they asses wanted a piece of that. And been stealing pieces of it ever since. Stealing, renaming. Laying claim. And then pushing it out as they made it up. And they took that whole concept with slavery as well. They said, we can have us some slaves. We'll just take a few and then come back and buy a few. So they done took the whole idea what Africa was already doing and rebranded it. Put a dollar sign on it. Because in Africa, I don't think they looked at it how the white people have designed capitalism. I don't think they look at it as capitalized. With slaves back then, they had a debt to pay off or they had committed some type of crime. So that was their exchange of goods. I have these amount of slaves that can do this for you to work off my debt. White people saying, no, that gold piece of thing on top of the pyramid, that's going to be the new form of money. So if and the Africans like, well, we already got plenty of gold, but y'all ain't got one of these. Pow. That's another trick. We already had it. But they came over there, took a little gunpowder, and, you know what I'm saying? Put it inside of a metal thingy, and boom. Now this the new power. You want one of these? Give us 5 slaves and we'll give you one of these. And that's what they were doing to the Africans. Taking their slaves, giving them guns. Taking their slaves, they can't offer them gold, they can't offer them food, but they can offer you a gun, which was new and exciting and made your brain go off. All that fire led to what we are now. Letting them know what they can do. Gunpowder gave them another level of power and fire. So I think, they've already stolen it. They just want us to forget they stole it and look at them as they started it. And it's never working out that way. They wrote it in the history books as such. They want to take away our history books. They don't want us to talk about it. I don't think they hate us for our skin. I don't think they really hate us. I don't even think it's about the skin. It's about servants, slavery. Like servants, I don't even think it's about slave. I think they want it. Okay, it is about slavery. I think that white people want personal slaves. People to do things for them so they don't got to do it. And they went to Africa and saw this in Egypt already happening. They were whipping them. They were beating them. They were, making them build these gigantic pyramids. And they was like, ooh, those black people can endure a lot. They can endure a lot. I can make them do what I want. And they got the knowledge. All I got to do, yes. And here in America, they want to teach black people shit. Because they want you to be dumb. They will beat you and you'll go out there and figure it out. They will beat you, you'll go out there and just build a house like they told you. They'll beat you and you'll go out there and pick that cotton like they told you. They're not teaching you to do shit. So they wanted a piece of that, like, ooh, we have to actually learn. Them, they can just go out there and do it. So they wanted a few of those. So they came and did a couple of shots. And start offering them guns for slaves. Leaving them with just the guns, the bullets gonna run out. The powder gonna run out. Because they don't really know how they even came to the concept to make this. That's the problem. That's the thing. We are blind by technology, guns, cars, the Bible. They have found a way to blind us. Also with religion too. They got you by the mind, and they can't get you with materialistic stuff. So they imprison your mind. Imprison your mind. Like they sitting at the docks collecting slaves. All clean, got food, got money. And then here come the Africans wanting a piece because they done stripped you of your resources. They done took your people. And they sitting on the docks. And then they introducing religion to talk about save you. So I don't think that they have I think they don't hate our skin. I think they just want to use the fuck out of us. And if we don't do what they say, or you don't want us to use you, then you must want to just be dead. It's kind of a forced way to keep their way alive of living. Their way of alive living is, y'all ain't got no money. When money don't even exist. It only exists because white people created a whole fucking capitalism system. They created it so good. First they created it, well, gold was the baseline. Now they done created it so good, credit. You ain't got to have no gold. They went from gold to silver to copper. Keep breaking it down and breaking it down and breaking it down. That's how good they are at it. We just blind. We started all this shit. They rebranded it all. Hello. We started it all. And I think that's what it is. I don't think they hate us for no skin color. They don't care. They need our skin color to sit out there in the sun. They need our skin color. We have tough skin to deal with things that they are not designed or equipped to deal with. That's why they did us like they did, whooping us, beating us, because they feel like, oh, they can handle it. They can take it. They tough. They built like that. We don't watch them in Africa build pyramids and get whipped and still keep going. If you can survive in Africa, you can survive over here. You can survive in the Saharan desert, getting beat and whipped and putting up pyramids. You can survive over here, getting beat and whipped in the cotton fields. That's how they think. That's what I feel. So, but I'm going to be moving right along. I like that she brought this up. I need for all my black people out there to wake up. You are it. The beginning of everything. And 9 times out of 10, we going to have to be the ones to end it. Even though we keep saying they're going to have to be the ones. They don't even know how to end it. They done started something they don't even know how to even go to the end with. But as usual, black people got to figure it out. But we're going to be moving right along.
I said it. These people who live in Georgia, from Georgia, and open up these eateries, y'all can't cook. Y'all food not good. Tell me where the good food at, because right now y'all is ranking, bitch, I got to go and cook myself. I got to go over to the Maddie house and eat Miss Mary cooking, bitch. Georgia ain't fucking with Florida. Georgia ain't fucking with Florida, especially on the food. Like, y'all food not good. Like, I just got some collard greens, and I'm not gonna say where I got it from, but the place had stellar reviews. And the shit is nasty. The macaroni is horrible. The motherfucking collard greens is horrible. And the smoked chicken is also horrible. Like, it has a good flavor, but it's dry as fuck. So, like, girl, put it in some paper towels before you heat it up. Like, girl, I don't know what it is. But this shit is disgusting. Like, ooh. Girl, you Atlanta girls? You Georgia girls? And I ain't trying to create no tension. Yes, I am, ho. Yes, I am. See me in the kitchen. Y'all can't cook. Look, shit. Fucking Georgia people can't cook. I said it.
Shout out to Miss J Bold. I like her Instagram. She's a beautiful person, funny. But on a serious note, where the hell you get that from? Like, you only been here a few seconds. That would be wrong with a lot of y'all. And y'all come to, let me just clear this up. Jaya. Y'all bring y'all asses from wherever in America to here. 9 times out of 10, you move on the north side of town where there isn't any good soul food. Those are the predominantly were the predominantly white areas. The blacks have moved there, but those were the predominantly white areas. So you got what we call it white. We got black code switching food, which means it's black, but it's a little switch. There's a little code switch. They done took out the salt. They done took out certain stuffs. to accommodate the white people or the people in that area. You know, they're a little uppity. They don't want to eat salt. They want to add their own. They want to add their own seasonings. So y'all end up at the wrong place, or y'all end up at these Instagram famous places that do not be good. It's just like anywhere else in America or in the world. When it comes to black people, you guys, for the good food, you gotta go to the hood or the side of town where all the black people are booming and residing. You know, like when you ride down the street and you see black people got their tents up and selling stuff, and you see food on the those is where it's popping. You can go anywhere in the world and go to the upper side of town. It's not popping. But find the black people that are in, I don't mean this no harm, but it's the hood. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Every place has a hood. Every state here got a hood. Go to the hood. That's where the food at. That's where the food is. Come to South Atlanta, Old Neck, College Park, E Point, hell, even Decatur. Come on down this way. You know what I'm saying? It's not hood all over, but this is where the blacks reside. You up there, Marietta, Conyers, Crackerville. Y'all up there. There ain't no black restaurants for real, for real. You got to come to the hood. You got to come to the hood and get some good ass food. You know what I'm saying? Similar to Maddie's. Maddie ain't the hood. But you know what I'm saying? The black people got the hood and the inside of them over there. You know what I'm saying? Miss Mary, Maddie, Chi-Chi, they got the hood inside of them. So you know what I'm saying? They brought that to the nice neighborhood over there in Conyers. That's why you got to go over there to Miss Mary. They brought all that. They brought black to Conyers. And I know it's quiet over there. But inside of there, the Maddie mob get down. Sure. They end up being black. Maddie and them can go to the hood and sit around anybody's tent and get a plate. Sure can. Can't do that on the north side of town, though. Gotta go to the hood where the black people reside. Jaya, you know, I wouldn't mind showing you a few places in the A, especially over here on the south side. I wouldn't mind showing you a good little different eateries. You know, where the good food reside. I don't know, I might reach out to her, y'all. I might, you know what I'm saying? Come pick her up and we go and get us a plate or two. We're gonna get us a plate or two. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to her. I like her Instagram. She does T.S. Madison's hair. I like her Instagram. But shout out to her. And Atlanta got good food. If you in Atlanta and you can't find the good food, it's because you're on the wrong side of town. You most likely on the side of town where a lot of whites reside or a lot of is mixed. No, you need to go to the side where blacks reside. All different middle, high, and low reside together. Cause that's what. But you know what I'm saying? It's the middle and the lower. It's over there really cooking that food. They might end up higher, but they came from the low and middle. Where the good. That's where they learn how to get down there and put their foot in them collard greens and that cheese in that mac. Just saying. Put that mac in that cheese. Just saying.
I ain't letting no girl put her hand in my ass. She didn't wash my crap. What? Nigga, I don't wash my crap. I just take a shower. So you don't wash your ass, nigga? No. I don't wash the inside of my ass. Yes, nigga. What? So you do like this? You got to. Or you are. When you're in the shower, you spread them. I just spread. Your niggas booty stink. You spread them shit and let the boy hit your ass. Just soap. And you ain't. I don't put soap in. I don't take my time. I ain't letting no girl put her hand in my ass. She didn't wash my crap. What?
Whoa. Wait. Men, fellas, homies, dude, guy. Come here. Come here, bro. Y'all not watching the crack of y'all ass. The question is, why? I don't understand. These women really done got y'all out here doing this. I know ladies like, how we get in it? How the fuck we get in it? Y'all got something to do with it. Y'all gotta have something to do with it. And let me tell you what I think ladies got a lot to do with this. A lot of men dwell on things that women say when it comes to their masculinity. It goes hand in hand to how they get a woman, how they keep her, and how a woman is attracted to them. So men are mathematical. If they do this and it causes her vagina to go like this, they will not do that anymore. Because they calculate, if I do this, this plus this equals this. So I won't do this. Right? A lot of women think playing in your butt is gay. A lot of women think a lot of things men do are zesty. A lot of things men do are gay. So a lot of men don't want to even be thought about or looked at that way. And so they letting the water sweep over their butt, even in private. That's what I'm getting at. In private. And they doing this so if it ever come up, they can honestly say stuff like him. Hell nah, I don't wash my butt. Whoa. And I know the women got something to do with it because if y'all listen to the audio, his girlfriend's in the background. She's in the background. She knows about this, which means she's okay with it. She could actually change this. She could if she really wanted to. Because he won't be getting no kitty if he don't go in there and wash his ass. You know how many men would get in there and wash their ass just to get some cat? They ain't got to pay for it. All you got to do is go in there and wash your butt. They're going to jump their ass in the shower. And then, remember what I told y'all, men are calculated. 1 + 1 = 2. They'll realize if I go in there and keep my butt clean, she going to give me some. So get what? Every time they want, which is every day, every time they want some, which is often, they're going to go in there and submerge that ass. They're going to get them groceries good. They're going to heat them groceries up good. Not just let the water run down. They hit them groceries up with a nice hefty loofah full of soap. And really get up in there. Damn. Women, y'all gotta stop making everything gay. Now these niggas ain't even washing their butt. And y'all okay with it. His girlfriend was on the phone. She not once said she had a problem with what he was doing. A lot of women don't have a problem. They don't even know. They don't even pay attention to their niggas. Wait a minute. So y'all ain't smelling their asses around here? We know y'all got to. Well, they might not be, because I'm realizing a lot of women don't suck dick. The men will eat them out or they'll just go straight into it, but a lot of women ain't out here sucking no dick, so they ain't smelling nothing down there because they don't really go down there. A lot. They sure don't. They ain't sucking no dick. Yeah, because the niggas they meeting don't want they dick, so they want to eat on them. They want to eat on what they eating on and get it popping. They ain't trying to run the big Wayne. Anyway, we got to move right along. But women, I'ma blame y'all. Just saying. And this is gonna be a 50-50. I ain't gonna blame the women all the way. I'm gonna blame the men too. Because at the end of the day, it's your ass. You cannot allow, that means women don't see it, but you fragile as fuck. Your masculinity is fragile as fuck. It's so fragile that you won't even let no soap touch your crack like that. You won't even go wipe around the crack in the crack because it's still there. Just because you wiped around it don't mean that you got it. You got to get up in there. So I'm going to blame 15% on the women. But that other 85 is on you. It's on you. The ones who know women like you to be submerged, they going to keep that clean. Because she might go down and eat it. She might go down and eat his groceries. So he got to make sure they edible. Yeah, she wants your hole to be clean. See, they don't mind going there and cleaning it. They already know. Their girl wanting to be clean. My girl don't consider me gay. My girl want my asshole cleaned. She'll get in there and clean it. I'm just saying. Moving right along. Men, start washing y'all buttholes. And stop letting your masculinity be so fragile. We got a question of the day. And then we on up out of here. I done been here a little long already. Let me go find this question of the day. What is extremely unhygienic, but everyone seems to do it anyway? I'ma say people sneeze in their hands or pick their nose or their ears and then they go touch the door. It's extremely unhygienic. But I see a lot of people doing it, especially when I'm outside. They rubbing their nose and then go touch the door. Oh, that's disgusting! You licking stuff off your hands and you're rubbing them on your clothes and then you go touch the door. You're doing like this and then you go touch. And then somebody got to come behind you and touch everything that you just, and touch it now it's on their hands. Everybody does this though. I've seen so many. I'm very careful about bodily fluids because I be seeing stuff like that. I'm like, that's nasty. That's one of my biggest pet peeves too. Don't be around me doing that stuff. I'm gonna call you out. If you in my group, you're in my group. Like, come on, man. Go wash your hand. Don't be rubbing your nose and your ears and shit, scratching your ass and shit, and then going to fucking touch the door. That's nasty. That ain't pee. So, can any of y'all think of some of the most unhygienic things that people, but everybody keep doing? A lot of people doing. Drop down in the comments and let us know. We've come to the end of the show today. We'll pick back up on tomorrow. I would like to thank each and every last one of you for tuning in. Everything that you heard here today are allegations brought to you by the media for entertainment purposes, laughs, giggles, opinions, and deep discussion. If you haven't already, follow me on all social media platforms. IG is at the.jq.show. Facebook is Jaquavius Martin. And TikTok is the JQ Show. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you all on tomorrow. Later.